Hello and welcome to Piktochart. Piktochart is a great tool to use in your classroom as a means for new digital literacy. Again, you can create an infographic. The students can create an infographic, a presentation, a poster, a report. If we look at all formats, you see each example infographic, for example, each one comes with a pre-made template that you can go in and your students can change. Looking at presentation, it's the same way, beautifully designed templates that are either free, and of course they have the pro templates, and finally report. I basically like to have my students create their own either infographic, presentation, poster, report. All of the features are the same, so I'm just going to go in and take a look at the infographic. Your students would just simply click create. And you see it's a very simple, robust tool. Each element in here is separated by a panel. You can go in and you could change the width of the panel. I think 800 is pretty good, but you can go in and make it 600, 1280, or choose to be custom. The block height is easily customizable. You go in and change the pixels for that. And as you see, it builds your design. The template starts with 3 basic blocks that you can use, and it's very easy to add blocks. Just simply click on where you want the block to be added. So if I want a block to be added after the last block, I just click plus and a block is added. You can shift the blocks up or down accordingly by using the tool on the toolbar on the left-hand side. Now, to customize each of the blocks, you first select the block you want to change. Backgrounds. Again, there are pre-made backgrounds that you can choose from, that your students can choose from, rather. You can change the opacity to this background. You could change the color and just have your block a color value. So to make that happen, see, I have to select back to no image. So here we go. Double click in here and you can type in a title. Very easy to change, and of course, you know, it pops up the block where you can actually go in and just like any other text, you could go in and change the size, the shape, the color. Color is right here. Again, you would reiterate to your students, if it's a dark background, it'd be light text. I typically don't have my students put their names anywhere on here because my goal is to have them publish this live. I can link my text to anywhere on the World Wide Web. I can change and make the arrangements of bring front, bring back. I can change the alignment. I can make my text bold. Unfortunately, this style doesn't do that. I could change the opacity. Okay. So I can also add graphics, shapes and lines. I can add a line just to show you quickly how easy this tool is to create and figure out. I can link my line if I choose to. I can change from dotted to solid, just like that, okay? Going in, looking at the basic shapes, I can easily add the shapes. Again, it's the same thing, just adding icons, a lot of free, nice icons. You could search by keyword. You can search an icon here. So for example, if I type in tablet, here we go. Nice visual to add. I can look by color. I can look by mono. Okay. They also have beautiful photos that are free for you to use and put into your infographics. Looking further ahead, you can also choose to add a photo frame. Okay, again, they have photo frames that you can easily put your own photos into. Looking at that, it's very easy to go in and upload photos. Let's just put the abacus right in there. I use this project myself for students in 5th grade. I use this a lot where they research the history of computer technology and they make an infographic stating all the different eras that technology, from the abacus all the way to the Apple iPhone 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever one they're up to now. Again, we looked at background, how easy it is to implement the backgrounds in each of the blocks. That's pretty. Okay. There we go. What else I love is that you can easily add text. They have a lot of text frames that are already pre-made that just adds a nice visual. If you want to delete anything, 2 ways to do this. See, they have the question marks here. You click on the question mark and click the delete button. Or if you just have the delete button on your keyboard, works just nicely. What else I really, really love is if you go in the toolbox, they have videos that you can add. Do I still have the URL in here? Nope. Let me go to YouTube, pull up The Real Wally.
Hey
This
there,
is a really
I'm
fun
DJ
video
Fix.
to watch. Okay, we're going to go back. I'm going to add the video, click insert. Just wonderful tool. I can go in and add video. I can go in and add a map of different parts of the world. I can look for countries or specific regions, if you may. Insert map. Wonderful tool to be using with your students. Go down to the next block. I can add some charts. I can add all of this. I can add information from my Google Drive. It shows me how to link my spreadsheet. Beautiful, wonderful tool. When I am done, first, I always start off with this, but shame on me. Always give your Piktochart a name. For the most part, it saves automatically. Sometimes it gets good to get in the habit, I have found, to click that save button every so often, just in case something happens. Students can download it under the free version. You can only download it as an image. And with that being said, you can only do either original or medium. And then, of course, it has a watermark. It takes a moment to download. Here it is. Let's take a look. And of course, technology never works when you want it to. There we go. Beautiful. So here's one way your students can be sharing the work and handing it in, or they can share that live. So they can export it or share. No one can see the infographic except, even search engines can't find it. Working with your students, a lot of times this is how I would keep this. Give it a name. Then there's public on the web. And this is why I don't have my students put their first or last name, or even when they're making the account, they don't put their first or last name on there. And they can have, you can open it in presentation view. I'll show you that in a moment. And then there's different venues that you can even share with your parents, or the students can share if you are using social media in your classroom. Opening a different link. I'm going to paste that link in here. So here is what the infographic looks like live on the web when you're sharing it live. And then you can make it into a presentation, which I find it to be really, really a great tool. And look at that. You're taking your infographic and each tile becomes now a slide. Wonderful tool. Well, that's it in a nutshell. All the other tools, going back to the beginning, the infographic, presentation, poster, report, they all have the same similar functions. They all work the same way. Honestly, Piktochart, get your students in there. Great multimodal way to create presentations and bring them to life. All right, that's all.